So this kind of fabulous story, the triple reverse, no one could believe that. So one day, sometime after that, he told me what years he played in the Gator Bowl. So I'm down in the Rundle Library. So, I look up on microfilm the two things, and of course it's true that those two teams played those 2 years in the Gator Bowl, but there was no triple reverse, and the quarterback was like a virtual All-American, but he had an Anglo-Saxon name like Smith or Jones. Well, I'll try and speed this up. So another time, Arnie says his brother taught at Ohio State, and Ohio State and Michigan is one of the biggest college games of the year. So Arnie he can always go to the game. His brother gets some tickets. Not only does he give him tickets, but he's on the bench with the players and everything else. Woody Hayes, legendary guy and everything, is the coach of Ohio State. So they're losing at halftime. They go in the locker room. Arnie goes with them, and they're losing by a few points. And Arnie goes up. He tells Woody Hayes, I got a secret play to win the game for you. So he gives him a secret play, and a key moment in the game, they use Arnie's secret play, and Ohio State beats Michigan. So that was another story. So I think the final one, I wish Pat Reese isn't here.
I know.
Well, anyways, one day, now Arnie was a great politician, supposedly, running for city councilman and that sort of thing. He used to tell everyone he never lost an election. I never knew he ever won one. So, 1 October, he's out campaigning. That's the story he tells me, around Seneca Parkway, Lake Avenue. He's going around a couple of streets. Then he goes back to his car to get in the car to move. When the door closed on his finger. And so he said when he opened the door and everything, the blood was just spurting out. He said it's like taking a leak. He goes over to Rochester General, and this was on a Sunday afternoon. So he's in an emergency, and so they're hovering around everything else. So it just so happens the head surgeon at Rochester General happened to walk by on a Sunday afternoon, and he looks at it, he said, Arnie, he said, I better handle this myself. So he goes, he starts, he's going to sew it up. And Arnie says, oh God, this is going to hurt, you better give me something. He said, no, if everything's dead in there, he says, you won't feel anything. So he starts sewing it. Arnie said, oh, the pain was so tremendous. You know, the bars that are on the side of the bed. He said, it was so bad. He said, I just twisted it. So anyway, he had his finger all bandaged up. So in the afternoon, I didn't get to see him in the morning, so I go over to see him, and that's when he told me the story. So a little bit after that, Pat Reese came in, and I said, gee, that's quite a story about what happened to Arnie, about campaigning, and so forth. And she said, what are you talking about? And I said, why? Well, what he told me is he has a barn out in Hilton, and they had all these antique cars that no one has ever seen. And he was out there working on his car, and same thing, the door closed on him, and he passed out and everything else. When he woke up, there was some twine there. He made a tourniquet, so he goes into Rochester General, and the same thing, he bent the bar. You know what Pat Reese was like. She knows freaking So his office right next to me. She gets up and goes, Arnie, what the hell's wrong with you? Can't you get your story? Which one is right? And so he just said, oh, you broads, get off my face. Well, just one last story. This is it. So he calls Bob Sickman was our customer service manager at the time. And Arnie tells me he didn't get a raise for 2 years. And he says, that goddamn Sickman, he said, if he doesn't give me a raise next year, he says, I'm going to have the boys break both his knees. They can't blame it on me because I'll be down in Florida when it happens. So I don't know. I never saw Sickman on crutches or anything. So either he gave him a raise or it didn't happen. You can guess which way it was. You know? So that's all I have to say. want to thank Bev Klingler and her group. I think they did a great job in organizing this thing. So let's give them a hand.